It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Steel City at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium.
Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Buffalo Bills and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Kicker Chris Boswell has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. Allen going to look to throw on the first play.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. This is intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
Well, on the opening drive, he was looking for a big chunk play. Unfortunately, that time, the secondary was ready for it. Charles picked it off. Not only that, they take it the other way for points.
Homework, preparation, research, it all comes back to that, BJ. Scouting your opponent, not just the players, but the coaches, too. And seeing what they call to begin a game, find out their tendencies. They recognize the early deep ball was part of their opposing game plan, and they weren't caught off guard when it showed up.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Throwing on first down is Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, trying to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
First and 10 here for Trubisky and the Steelers.
At their own 20-yard line. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he's got some space here. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 42 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion left. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there. All the things that have gone on, and the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Naeem Hines, his first carry.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Allen. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Operating from the red zone now, Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Gabriel Davis, a 14-yard touchdown.
Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt.
And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, How much fun is it for coaches to know?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. So after the INT, it's Allen. The left side caught by Diggs. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a 1st down right out of the gate.
From midfield, here's Allen. And Allen will have the 1st down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Allen going to keep it again. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Allen. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. There's your co-NFL record holder, T.J. Watt, doing what he does best, terrorizing quarterbacks. So on 4th down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Bass is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way to field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their 1st interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They hand this off to Harris. And some room to maneuver. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. 64 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, right at the 40. And the tight end goes in motion left. First down, and they go back to Harris. To the 36-yard line, stop there.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 36, Trubisky. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! Najee Harris as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point now by Boswell. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. A short kick taken at the 18. There he goes, right side. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Officially, it's an 82-yard kick return. And the Bills have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
Everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
On second down, here's Trubisky. Harris has it over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, oh, he's a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
On second and 10, Trubisky, throw left side. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll run. Here's Harris. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Tre'Davious White that time getting there for the loss.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. Now Trubisky to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now it's Trubisky. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 19. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he finds Austin complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Slot man moves right. And the play clock running down, so Mike Tomlin burns a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll try the right side with Harris. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. They run again with Harris. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky. Looking up. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this will go out of bounds, and they're still short of the line to gain, so this is going to be a turnover on downs here. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll try and run with Harris. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
In motion left, the tight end. They go option right on 2nd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Mitchell Trubisky keeping it himself from a yard out.
And the Steelers have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And they will take a 7-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken from about the 12. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, it's Allen. Uncorks one for Davis.
Pass over the middle tipped, but he still brings it in.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 81 yards.
And the Bills are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
The receivers have been running them ragged. Maybe some tired legs in the secondary, maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to him, and look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They've got a chance to take the lead.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
Fields this way up at the 17. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
They'll start the drive with Harris. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Here's Trubisky. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
An option handoff given to Harris. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short.
They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. He's got Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Trubisky to throw.
That's swung out wide to Harris. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
On the delay, here's Harris.
He'll get this down to the 38.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick in the game forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And this one is right down Broadway. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Superdome in downtown New Orleans.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New Orleans Saints. Started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway from the Superdome.
Pulls it in at the 13. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Jameis to throw it.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space.
Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play quarterback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle, because where it goes, that's where you find his body. And he was able to get in there and make a great play.
Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Now Winston on 4th down.
Crossing route catch made by Johnson. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
To the air again with Winston.
There's Chris Olave. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Winston to give. It's Kamara.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw, Winston. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
On 3rd down, Winston. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. Here
we go with Kamara. And he's He's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Again, it's Kamara. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Winston. He completes it to Olave. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And oftentimes we think about statement drives in the second halves of games, especially in the fourth quarter. But here, it's happening early, a definite statement. They've held on to the ball for a healthy portion of this first quarter already. And now after that completion, they're set up first and goal.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter play. The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. Winston keeps it himself. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop it right where it all started. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
First and 10 here for Trubisky and the Steelers.
At their own 27. Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hit 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the gun, it's Trubisky.
Going for Boykin, but it is intercepted.
P.J. Williams with a pick.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Following the interception, Winston completing it to the right side, Johnson.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, Kamara. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Winston. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. In motion left is Thomas. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, a 6-yard touchdown run. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. Flushed it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cameron Jordan in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Fourth down. Here's Trubisky. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Well, it's gutsy to go for it in the red zone. The problem there is they were in their own red zone. Why in the world did they do that?
They must have thought they had the exact play call that they needed to go a big way. And I'm still not even...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. And this one is incomplete.
And he's missed now his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing here, Trubisky. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Trubisky will throw. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Trubisky on first down.
And that one complete downfield to Johnson.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Flush to his right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's Trubisky. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, it looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 3rd down, Trubisky.
Pass complete. George Pickens with it. He's going to have the first down and then some.
And in for the Steelers touchdown.
George Pickens,
33 yards.
And the Steelers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. On the check down, he finds Kamara. He's got room past the 30, and he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talking about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Winston. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 54 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. He will push his way down to about the 14. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Third and short yardage, Winston.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
The kick by Lutz is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Taken from about the 12. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The slot man in motion right.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Pulls it in at the 13. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now it's Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
They're going on fourth down. It's Trubisky. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They go for it on fourth down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. Now a first down carry for Harris. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 2nd and 12, Trubisky out to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport. It won't be easy here after that sack. Now you got Trubisky and the Steelers facing a 3rd and long.
They'll look to throw here.
Completes this one to Pickens.
It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. That's caught by Sims. And he is going to have the Steelers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Now it's Trubisky. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Second and 10 now. It's Trubisky. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Again, it's Trubisky. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on E! So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They go play action. Trubisky. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Slot man moves right. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. And he gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now Winston. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt, the All-Pro, in there to take him down. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I could dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. He's got them out to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And he looked right off the line like he knew that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken in at the 3. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Play action. It's Trubisky. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Steelers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Lots of look down the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken from about the 12. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with it. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Back to the air, Trubisky after the pick 6.
Pickens on the slant.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky escaping the pressure. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Not much defensive resistance on that drive. Really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Takes it at the 7. And he returns this to the 22.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Pretty solid, convincing win here in this one. We did have some excitement down to the very end, though. This game ended on a rare onside kick, but they didn't recover it.
And they were in great shape anyway, but going ahead and recovering, finishing things off, being part of that good hands team, it's an honor, but you want to make sure you do actually recover the ball.
Well, I'm just glad that it gave us a little something there at the end, because this one was over beforehand.
You're right. You're exactly right. Down the stretch, last one. Yeah, that gives a little something to bounce out of here on.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Steel City at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The kicker, Chris Boswell, has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Looking to pass. First play is Prescott. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Good sign here early. Everybody on offense there up front in the backfield in sync on that play.
So much talk about what do you do to neutralize home field advantage.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devin Bush coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing 2nd and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like 2nd and impossible. Now has him within throwing range of a 1st down.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick, and the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
the shotgun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Two things to watch. First, his strength in being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Trubisky to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Trubisky will throw. He'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of... All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. You give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Pollard again, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
And Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Prescott now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Prescott to throw on fourth. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down.
So a chance to breathe easier now. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion.
This looks like a free play for Prescott. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Prescott.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. From the 38, Prescott.
That is caught by Lamb.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 42. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came up with a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap, came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback land on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Down, Prescott. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Cowboys... convert on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
In motion right here comes Johnson. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 18 yards the gain for number 18. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right.
Pickens is there on the crossing route. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for 26 and a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Prescott on 3rd and 2. Complete to Hilton. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. To throw is Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, a 22.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Marr able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're on the losing end of things here. What do they need to do if they're going to turn things around, CD?
Partner, it's awfully close to being a must drive here, I think, for them, because I think a touchdown here in this opening drive is something they absolutely have to have. They only managed 3 points in the first half. They know that's not going to get it done. So without adding pressure to them, they already know the stakes. They need a touchdown here to get things started.
23 yards on the play. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, it feels like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
Boston, the man in motion left. Again, it's Trubisky. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Miles Boykin, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5 now. Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 42. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Pollard going to try the right side, and he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Prescott to throw it. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he will have a Cowboys first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And there's a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Pollard is in. Touchdown, Dallas. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From the 27, Trubisky. That's swung out wide to Harris. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Taken down at the 42.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
On 2nd and 7, Trubisky. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 84 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Left side to Lamb. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. T.J. Watt, always the disruptor, there to blow that play up. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. Second down and goal. Prescott. And that's Elliott. Complete. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Prescott. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. The slot man in motion right. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and flip.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Here's Trubisky. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Trubisky, open man here, Sims complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Now it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing now is Trubisky. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Trubisky to throw. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. They'll send Austin in motion right. One last shot for Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though. A few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the 4th quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.